Well, good morning and happy Tuesday to you. Yes, we are normally in studio on Tuesdays, but as so many of you know, a lot of people were paralyzed by what happened yesterday, even catching MoDOT off guard. Is this what you all dealt with? I mean, look at that whiteout. That was from one of the many scanners, storm chasers. This is Stephen Jones's page. My brother sent that to me last night and was like, hopefully you're already back in town. We made it in before we had to deal with that. But I understand a lot of you out west had it much worse than we did here down south. We made it in. It was just starting to come in like a mix, sleet and some snow that was coming. But as you're signing on this morning, good morning to all of you. I see you, Christy, Pete, Linda. I see you as you're signing on. Feel free to shout out to your community because after all, this is your show. And I greatly appreciate you waking up with us each and every morning. I want to know that you're safe though. And were you dealing with this? And if so, how late into the evening? Because I was watching my dear friend that I used to work with at Fox, Glenn Zimmerman. He was doing the show last night and talking about this additional snowfall that could be until midnight. So how many of you woke up and had a little bit more than what you had when you went to bed? Let me know. I know a lot of people also were dealing with their kiddos. Schools dismissed early, right? As unexpected snowfall created a traffic nightmare. My director said it took him 4 hours to get home from the studio. To put it into perspective, where our studios are in Fenton, he went to Edwardsville. That should take maybe 45 minutes, 4 hours. So yes, it was definitely a traffic nightmare. They didn't get a chance to treat the roads because they thought it was coming in later. That's the big story of the day. But we get into today and now it is calmness. We're trying to give you some positivity and some hope and some inspiration, right? Good morning. Yes, Julie and Sean, I see you all. One fell swoop. Good morning to everybody. Glad to be back with you. Excited for this huge week. And we don't want any more snowfall. I was watching from Alabama and saw snow in Friday's forecast. Now I see that it has been erased, and that makes me excited. So today, after all that snowfall, it is not going to warm up much, unfortunately. 29 degrees today, down to 22 tonight. Tomorrow, we could have some sprinkles or flurries. So just a heads up for that. With a high, though, of 40. So we are starting to warm back up. 15 though for a low. And on Thursday, this is KMOV's forecast, by the way. They're saying 23 on Thursday, down to 12. Now, Glenn's forecast last night had it down to 10 degrees. Here nor there, 10 or 12, it's cold. Friday, okay, for our big 750th show, 36, but I'm not seeing any snow in the forecast now, which makes me very happy. So just bundle up. In fact, the very first place we're going to be at is going to warm you up. We'll be at Upshot Coffee. 25 for the low Friday. And we get into the weekend, 37 Sunday. A wintry mix is expected now at 34. Several days out, so that could change some things up. And then we get into next week and we're looking at mid 30s and then warming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a high in the low to mid 40s. That wintry mix is very slight, expected on maybe Sunday and Wednesday. We'll, of course, be checking in to see if that changes at all. If you're new to the show and you say, wait a minute, did Monica just say something about 750 shows? We sure did. And it's all because of you. The big celebration is taking place in Cottleville, Missouri. And that is why we wanted to have our guest on today. So just stand by. We're going to talk all about the city of Cottleville. For those of you outside of our area and you think of coming in and you think, I'm going to go visit friends or family, where else should we visit? Cottleville. Trust me on this. And the mayor's even asking, I wonder what Monica's connection was to Cottleville. We'll get into all of that. But we have chosen the celebration show to be in this beautiful, quaint town. So I told you, we're going to warm up with Upshot Coffee. Connor and Stacy have been friends for the last 2 years. We've been discussing this show, by the way, for 2 years now. And it just finally, as I always say, it's God winks. And in his timing, this is when it was meant to happen. So we're going to have some beautiful friendship. And we'll be talking with Upshot, showcasing their incredible coffee. We told you about their story a couple of weeks ago. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'll be drinking chai tea and wonderful food. Trust me on this one. Get some of the pastries or the breakfast burrito. You cannot go wrong. Then we're going to go right behind them and we're going to go to Blooming Daisy Marketplace. What a cool place with like 60 plus vendors. Susan and Wade Brewer cannot wait. We had breakfast a couple of years ago, again, brainstorming about this idea. So they actually just opened a new place, by the way, where the old cookies and cream ice cream building was. I can't believe how quickly they turned that around. So we'll discuss all of that, but we're going to be shopping with Blooming Daisy. And then we're going to go right down in a golf cart down to Oh My Posh and talk with Amy and Maddie and showcase their place. All about supporting small business. And that's what we're here for, right? Small business, supporting small business. We are going to do so. And then the very following week, for a lot of people, small businesses were affected by some of that snow that you all had on Saturday. So now more than ever, we need to support them. And if you didn't get a chance to get out on Saturday, now here's your opportunity. You've got 23 days left, 23 shopping days for you before Christmas, which just seems crazy. On December 12th, we will be in our normal holiday show that we've done for the last 2 years. This is at Christopher's, 7:00 in the morning. Life is like a precious pearl, and our brands are so similar. We always talk about being kind, and his is be kind and gift kindly. So 2 big opportunities for you to come out and meet your community. All of you that consider yourselves Monica's Maniacs. You've been waking up with us for a long time now. Again, almost 750 shows later. Here we are, and we are not stopping anytime soon. I hope you all, one fell swoop. Again, good morning to you. Christy said, I'm incredibly grateful to work from home. I get you. Linda said we had maybe an inch at most last night. She stayed in, was supposed to open the shop today, but decided to close. Yeah, many country roads still very slick. Yes, very smart. Linda, we were supposed to do our foodie segment, and the mom behind Havana 1961, she was like, I can't get out. I'm in a rural area and I've got ice. So, better safe than sorry, right? Rose, I wanted so bad to go to our 750 celebration. I have an important doctor's appointment. Oh, that's okay, Rose. Hey, you'll be there in spirit. Be sure to be watching online. Babs, good morning to you as well. All right, so we just gave you a rundown of some things to come we are super excited about. Really, the big story obviously has to do with digging out after what we experienced yesterday. Again, not a heck of a lot of snowfall, but it's when it came. It's all about the timing. The kids had to get off early. You had to make arrangements for that. And then you were dealing with that through rush hour traffic. Now it is hopefully that your driveways are clear and maybe you can put things off a little bit. Or, as Christy just said, maybe you can work from home and be safe. That's what I want, for all of you to be safe. And then be able to come back and see us on Friday. So as I mentioned, we're going to feature Cottleville today. Just sit back, relax. You're at home. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, eat, make a little breakfast while you're listening to us. If you've never been into Cottleville and you don't even know where it is, maybe you're in other cities or states and you're like, all right, what is this? I'm going to liken it to It's a Wonderful Life. My husband swears it's like Bedford Falls. It was very quaint, very quiet. Now it's building up, and you got to love that growth. What is planned for the city of Cottleville, Missouri? Well, we'll look months and years out, but we also want to know about this weekend, something that's never been held before, a Christkindl Market. We'll talk about all of that, so don't go anywhere. More of the Real Monica Adams Show to come.
Wow, I just got off live with the Real Monica Adams. What a wonderful experience. I don't watch news because of all the negativity that it brings and the way it drives me emotionally to a place I don't really like to feel. So to be a part of a show that has a sole purpose of bringing positivity to the community, and then with the desire to just build people up, it has been one of the greatest joys, one of the greatest experiences that I've had a chance to be a part of when it comes to being a guest. This studio, it is fantastic. As I watched my show before I came in, I saw the lighting and I was impressed by the way this room is lit, but it is so warm and comforting to be in here. Whether you're a guest or a viewer, this show is a must watch, a must be a part of, and just continue doing great things out there, Monica. You are changing lives every day.
And that answers a question I get so often. Where can I find you, Monica? If you don't want to be on social media, right there, YouTube. You just click YouTube and then you go to the Real Monica Adams, search for the Real Monica Adams. We are, however, on many platforms. Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. For those of you from a business standpoint, you're finding us. Welcome aboard. Twitch, even for all those gamers out there. X, Rumble, Instagram, you name it. And by the way, I always ask you, is there a platform that we're not on that you would like for us to be on? Let me know that. All right. If you are new to the show, I'm your host, Monica Adams. The show is all about, as you just heard Scott say, all about positivity and inspiration and hope. We also love to shine the spotlight on different communities. And we are excited today to be joined by the mayor of Cottleville, first and foremost, Mayor Stephen Thompson. How are you? Glad to have you with us.
Good, how about you?
Fantastic. And then Jason Gutlieber, I got it right, correct?
You did. You did. Thank you.
Jason's going to tell us all about this Christkindl Market that's coming up this weekend. It's a first ever, right, Jason?
It is. Yeah, it's a first ever. We've had lots of different little things happening around Cottleville, and really wanted to bring all those events together in one avenue. So there's lots going on, but yeah, absolutely first time. But we're excited to bring everything together.
Well, we're going to tell you all about that. Again, as I mentioned, it is coming up this weekend. So if you're looking for something to do, we'll talk about the market. But before we do that, first of all, let's just congratulate. This was your going into your first full year of Mayor Thompson. How's it been?
You're right. Let me start with a thank you note for showcasing Cottleville, and congratulations to you. That's a huge milestone you got as well. Yeah, this is my eighth month actually. It's going well. I feel really privileged, lucky. I'm like right place, right time, I guess. So far so good.
So what was it about Cottleville? Have you lived in Cottleville for 2 decades or in
Myself,
the area?
at least 15 years now. Yeah, over 15 years, and I've been always active with the community.
Well, you were an alderman first, right? Weren't you?
Yeah, that was, yeah, I was, yes.
And so what made you say, I want to run for mayor?
A few things. It's just the way the town is growing. It was way too quick, too fast, and I want to have a balance. And that was my first drive to run for mayor, right? To have a balance and to be more proactive in terms of long term planning, whatnot, and again to preserve the charm as well. Overall, to have a balanced and have a longer vision. So yeah.
So you heard me at the beginning of the show, and I just saw one of the comments say, "I agree with my husband Jim." We would go in, and you were asking me off, before we started the show. So Monica, what's the connection to Cottleville? We had been going for many years. Just in, my husband loves. He's a lieutenant with the county police, so we know what our police officers do day in and day out, and they just need that. You just talked about the balance. He needs the balance. He needs the slower, slow down, calmer side. So we have forever gone in to Cottleville, and he's always said, "This is Bedford Falls." What do you agree with that? I think it used to be. It's obviously growing.
It is, and talking about police officers, we just had a salary catch-up hike for all our officers, meaning we are sandwiched between St. Peter's and O'Fallon, the bigger cities. So now we are equivalent to those big cities as well, just to bring a point here.
Well, and again, obviously it's grown. I mean, if we can look back decades. We can even look back 5 years ago, and now we're just seeing this incredible growth. Jason, tell me, where do you live?
So we're in a little subdivision just outside, right across from France South Central. And you talk about a hallmark moment. I actually grew up in the same subdivision I live in now, and so does my wife. So we actually grew up as kids together, and then got married after college. So we moved back in. I live up the street from my mother-in-law, so a little bit of like Raymond. But yeah, no, it is a hallmark type of moment for us, and it's the town itself has grown, and we've seen it grow, but we absolutely had to move back into it, back to our roots. So yeah, it's great city to live in.
By the way, let me give you the award. I wore my green at least, but let me give you the award for the best holiday dress today.
I've got our vintage tree. So my wife's a decorator as well, and she's a graphic designer. So we've put together that. It's pretty neat. A ton of glass ornaments and whatnot. So yeah, I had to have that featured in the background.
It's gorgeous. If I was on set, my friend Mark, who owns Christopher's, he put a few things on my set. He's like, "You got to dress the setup," and I said, "I know, we are so behind." I think a lot of people are feeling this. It's like Thanksgiving and this mad rush to Christmas, which is crazy.
I feel
Jason is so festive. When I saw him, I was like, man, did I? I should have done the same.
Well, I think again we're all feeling the rush. Well, you do have a lot of opportunities. If you're not ready to go, Mayor, there's so much in your town, and we're discussing that today. If you are just tuning in, the city of Cottleville, Missouri, is where I'm shining the spotlight. And if you've not been, feel free to ask any questions. If you have been, drop in comments. We'll look at them here in just a second about what you love, the charm of it all. So, if you've been in the area, Mayor, for 15 years living, you've seen a lot of growth. You mentioned at the beginning that you wanted the balance because it did seem to be this small, quaint town, and then boom, it's like there was stuff everywhere. So tell me about what you've seen in the last 15 years.
Oh gosh, I don't know where to start. It was the first business we ever had was Cottleville Wine Cellar. I guess that was a start. And recently, Frankie Martin
Mhm.
is a catalyst of Cottleville, I believe, in terms of bringing, putting a spotlight. Uh, it's drawing a lot of crowd, and we also had this St. Patrick's Day parade,
Yes.
probably the biggest or second biggest in uh, St. Louis.
Hmm.
Uh, that was crazy. I mean, unbelievably crazy. Uh, yeah, one thing led to another, and all these local entrepreneurs they started jumping in, and they were very creative and balanced. And one thing led to another, and we also had this streetscape project, I believe, 15 or 10 years back, and that was again a huge change when it came to infrastructure and things of that nature. But still, I believe we are still doing a catch up when it comes to growth. Less planning, whatnot. We have situations like parking and
Yep.
by the way, did I even mention ours is a golf cart community, and that's the coolest part of Cottleville.
I agree. For any of you that don't, I mean, I know there's different areas of St. Louis City and people drive around Francis Park, and that's a big golf cart community as well. I want to live in a golf cart community so bad. It just is so cute. You have actually, you just mentioned it. There is a golf cart cruise that you're doing. Tell me about this.
Jason, you want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So we wanted to do something a little bit different, being a golf cart community. So we wanted to bring a couple different things happening throughout the day. Obviously, our event starts 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mhm.
But wanted to bring something a little bit different. And what better way to do that than an actual golf cart cruise, right? So everyone decorating the golf carts. They'll have lights and whatnot, festive. We'll bring that down through the city, down into the city hall. We'll have a little brief tree lighting ceremony with Church on the Rock. They're going to help us out with some audio and some carols and things of that sort. So they'll have their stuff set up there, and then we'll light up a brand new tree, which I'm not sure if we can divulge the secrets of this new tree,
Oh,
but
come on.
it's pretty exciting. If Stephen wants to let the cat out of the bag, we'll do it. But yeah, no, it's a pretty exciting tree, so we're excited for that as well.
And you're seeing on the screen all the information, by the way. It's an all day event, a Christkindl Market. Frankie's Wonderland costume contest. Are the two of you going to be dressed up?
I'm going to be wearing what I've got. So I've
Okay.
got some Santa shoes. I've got our group. So we actually, my mother-in-law and I run the Saint Vincent de Paul Christmas Bazaar,
Mhm.
which is part of the event. So we'll be there all day. We'll also be running around town helping our vendors. We've got 30 plus vendors. That doesn't include what's posh and some of the other craft cottage and what they're going to bring. So we'll have 30 plus vendors, food. You name it, we'll have it. All of the biggest part of all this is our charity partner is St. Vincent de Paul. So after expenses and whatnot, we'll end up giving them a presentation for whatever we've got. So our vendors and some sponsors that were able to help us out. We've got Buckeye, we've got Susan Brewer,
Mhm.
We've got Maui Liquor and a couple others. The new vet right next to Yuppie Puppy. They were so generous in being able to help sponsor this first year event. So we're excited to kind of kick that off. But yeah, it's going to be like you said, a kind of a hallmark moment and really bringing all these different things that were happening. Frankie's, the bazaar. We've got the scenes and nativity at the parish hall there as well. All these different events kind of tied into one day finally, and we're hoping over years to come to bring more of those. Santa at the firehouse and things like that. Bring those all together into one big day, and hopefully more. So looking forward to it.
I think I just need to either go over to Oak Street and just tell them I need to stay, or I need to get a sleeping bag or something. I mean, we're just going to stay all weekend.
That's the perfect. Yeah, they'll have their events going on as well. The Pink Willow will have some things. They're going to stay open late. So everyone, honestly, the biggest thing I've seen is you talked about being shop small and shop local,
Yes.
and help the small business owners. And this is really an event where I've seen all these businesses really come together, and we just asked, do something, bring something to the event. Frankie's has got their things. Public Schoolhouse has their free lighted walk in the evening, and then throughout the day, all the different vendors. You've got the flower stuff, you've got cookies and cream. They're all bringing something to the event, doing some sort of little additional piece. And then in addition, we've got at City Hall. We'll have art by Dawn Benson. She'll be doing art with kids. And then we also have Anna, Elsa, and Spider-Man, to visit and meet with, and then a guitar trio. So lots going on there. And then of course we'll have Cottleville with the food trucks and things like that. Those will be spread throughout the town. So it's gonna be a great day, and it looks like the weather's gonna cooperate for us. We'll have probably the warmest day
Yay.
for Saturday. So we're looking forward to that too.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you want to know more about this charming town, go to cityofcottleville.com. Again, a lot coming up for you, as we mentioned, this weekend. Mayor, you did mention earlier, and I know people have talked about it. When I was actually in news, I think it was more so probably at Channel 5 near the end, we had talked about, it's just busting at the seams. Where are people going to park? You mentioned the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I was honored many, many years ago to be the mistress of ceremonies, along with Scott Connell, wonderful meteorologist with Channel 5. So I was in that parade when I was watching the growth happen. And then it just got huge. And people are talking about, oh, it's dangerous. So address that, because it really becomes, from an infrastructure standpoint, where is everybody going to walk and park?
Yeah, that's a tricky situation we are in. It's actually, as my administrator would always say, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
We are constantly working on improving our parking, being creative and whatnot. We have a few projects actually coming. It's behind Cottleville Trails to see could we even expand the parking, and also trying to exchange properties so that the city could take over a few. So that's a constant study we are in. In fact, we had a traffic study which also recommended a few changes the way the traffic flows. They didn't prefer us to have a traffic light, rather kind of a one-way things of that nature. So we are trying to brainstorm that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of things on progress right now in terms of traffic, as well as trying to make sure that new projects we plan better, change the codes. Earlier we didn't have uh, a business did not require to have certain parking spot just because they were in Old Town district. So those are the changes we are trying to make. And a great example is Cottle Village.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd have been there, they had a situation too with a parking, but then they were very, very cooperative and trying to get a property nearby. They leased a property next to their property. And the city went quicker to get all these approvals. So it's a case by case basis. We work with the situation, and again, as Jason said, this is the first time we are kind of unifying all the events from the church till Cart Village. Uh, so I'm very excited, and this is going to draw a lot of crowd as well. So we are going to, as we progress, we are going to learn things how. End of the day, you learn and live, right? So
Absolutely. And the great thing is, you, myself, as a business owner, as someone who is in charge of a community, you're always listening. And that's why you have meetings, right? You're always listening
That's right.
and then saying, well, let's do this. Let's try this. Several minds together can make up something really, really beautiful. Again, there are people who have been around through the quaintness of it all. You're always going to hear the "I wish it could stay the way it was," but we need growth. I'm sure you've heard that a lot.
Yeah, the reality is you cannot stop growth, but you could always be more cognizant about having a balanced approach, right? Uh, and make sure the infrastructure keeps up with the growth as well. It's not always the tax money, as anybody would guess. It's not that at all. It's my priority, at least, is to make sure the quality of life for the people who live here, it adds value rather than a nuisance, right? So
Right.
it's all about balance. And also, I would like to mention Cottleville is like 5 square mile city. So it's not just the Main Street business.
Right.
It's There's lots of other cool business outside Main Street. Of course, this year for Christkindl, we are focusing on the Main Street. I wish, at least my vision is to make sure we include everybody within Cottleville next year. So I thought I'll mention that too. So
Oh,
Cottleville is bigger than the.
No, absolutely. You're right, though. I think a lot of people think, okay, here we are, Main Street, here's the businesses, and then let's get out. There's just so much more to that. If you haven't been, though, you've got to go. Just again, if you have friends and family that were just in town for Thanksgiving, I hope you showed them this beautiful area. If they're coming in for Christmas, think about it. How many businesses, again, we could go outside of Main Street, but just Main Street alone, how many businesses are there now?
Oh, that's a good question.
Every day there's a new one opening.
Actually, you're right. We just had a men's modern general
Yep.
store. We have a Three Kings restaurant opening in next couple of weeks.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Where's
Yeah,
that going?
it's near, Rack Wine House. It's
Yes.
opposite to
Okay.
them. So
Okay.
that square is also getting really popular with the
Mhm.
dive bar and etc. So
Well, for those of you that haven't been, if you're driving down, you're coming down Highway N, Central School Road, we're going to Oh My Posh. And I'm so glad you do have golf carts because we were trying to figure out how we were going to get over there quickly. I just saw Amy, by the way, one of the owner of Oh My Posh. She just said, "Good morning, Mayor," and to Jason and to myself. They're excited that we're coming. You really do have something for everyone. And then have you seen? I was watching from Alabama all of this unfold. And so I think it was on Small Business Saturday that where Cookies and Cream was now is another brand new store. Hitch and why am I forgetting the name of it? They just opened it. Hitch and Mill.
Pitch and Mill Collective. Yep.
Yes, Hitch and Mill. Susan and Wade, they're opening yet another place. Have you all been in yet?
I was there. Yes, it's really amazing the way they have done it. I didn't want to talk about it. I thought it will be a surprise, but it's all right.
It's out. It's out already.
It's it's a
Yeah.
great addition. It's a great value.
Yeah, so we're going to be. I don't have anybody moderating for me this morning, but I will be tagging all these businesses so that they all can get some love. But yes, they were telling me about it, and I thought it was going to be a surprise also. And then I saw on their social media over the weekend, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how Susan and Wade do it. I don't even know how they sleep. They've got so many businesses there, and all of their businesses are in Cottleville,
That's true. Yeah, you're right. They're one of the biggest in Cottleville, oldest, and they had a vision way back when.
right?
So, and have you also heard about the Old Town Donut Shop? It's one of the best in Missouri, actually.
Wait a minute, is it affiliated with Old Town Donuts in Florissant, Missouri?
Correct, correct.
Mhm.
Yay! Okay, now you're bringing my towns together. I grew up in Florissant, so I know all about Old Town Donuts, Mayor. That
So
is
go
the best in
that
Missouri.
going too. So I mean, I can go on. I mean,
Where are they
about
going?
Cottleville. What's that?
Where they're coming to you?
They're already
No,
there.
no, no.
Oh, St. Pete. Okay, never mind, never mind. Yes, the second location is the one I have not been to. Where are they located, by the way?
Oh, where they're located? It's next to how do I say, Lulu's? Uh,
Yeah, they're right by Silky's and Lulu's, right there,
Silkies.
right
Oh,
on Mid Rivers Mall Drive.
okay, I have
It's on the
oh, on
border.
Mid Rivers. Okay, okay, got it, got it. Yes, that's right. I forgot they had a second location. I'm always the original is Florissant, and yes, they got now. They're not only the best in Missouri, Mayor. They got the best, I think, in the United States just within the last couple of months, right?
They do.
That's getting better.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go. Get a donut. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have so many pictures of people that you have met, some awards that have been given away. You were mentioning the connection that we have, besides obviously falling in love and going to Cottleville for a long time. We are in your city every other week with someone who you gave an award to. So we're going to talk about that and so much more. Don't go anywhere. For those of you that haven't been or you have, feel free to drop in any comments while we're live with Mayor Stephen Thompson and Jason Gottlieb. Don't go anywhere. More to come. Faithburger.com. Check her out. You want to talking about an incredible designer. So she was showing you how she created that beautiful piece that we now have on set. My studios, by the way, are in Fenton, inside of Adventure Unknown. You can reach Faith at faithburger.com. She's also involved in the incredible Canvas for Kids. So check them out, canvasforkids.org. Or if you want to check them out, if you're on social media, Canvas for Kids 1 on Instagram. All right, welcome back. We are shining the spotlight on the incredible area of Cottleville, Missouri. If you've been, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you so need to. It's beautiful, and it just keeps going and growing and growing. God's blessings today. Good morning, Susan says. Eva, Old Town Donuts is in the shopping center next to the Mercy Pediatric Building. All right, Eva, I will go get a donut. Angela, good morning to you. Amy, again, good morning. Thanks for being on. I can't wait to be with you on Friday. Joe, good morning. Linda, today is National Giving Day. I was going to mention that after our guests. Give back to those in need. So yes, it is the holiday season. We should always be thinking about giving, but yes, today is the day that we talk about giving to the charities that matter the most to you. All right, welcome back. If you are just tuning in, let me reintroduce my guest. At the bottom of the Brady Bunch Square is Mayor Stephen Thompson, Cottleville, Missouri's mayor. And then right over here, actually I go this way, right over here is Jason Gottlieb, the Christkindl Market spokesperson, because there's that exciting event coming up for you this weekend. I had to do that, right? It's opposite me. It's just like my TV days. We're pointing back. I know it's weird, right? It's so weird. All right. When I went to the break, I said we've got so many pictures of so many people you have had a chance to meet in such a short time. I mean, obviously, you were an alderman for a while there, Mayor, but so many people that have brought that charm and have devoted their time. So as we walk through some of these, tell me about these pictures.
I mean, literally, I'm boiling the ocean right now. I'm not kidding. Lots of connections. I'm so excited. Trying to recognize folks who have done wonderful things for the community, and trying to build relationship. That's the key for pretty much uh, 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 any mayor to be successful, right?
Yeah.
So the pictures you see right now, or those are the proclamations or awards. We make sure we give almost every month, once or twice, recognizing the local entrepreneurs
Mhm.
or community members servant who have done above and beyond.
And those of you that watch the show regularly, you know that beautiful soul right there on the left is Jessica Cook, who owns Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue and Yuppie Puppy Pet Spot. We absolutely love her. And then Jamie Rivers, who was just on the show, a dear friend of ours, former St. Louis Blues alum. He lives in the area, doesn't he?
Yeah, he lives in Cottleville. Yeah, he's a long time friend of mine, and he lives in Cottleville. Yes, yes, great person. Yeah.
And this looks like some trouble.
That was after a meeting, a mayor's meeting. We do have regular mayor's meeting, and our connections, our bonding is really great. So lots of things. In fact, St. Charles County's comprehensive plan is getting aligned with Cottleville's plan as well. So these are all long-term strategies, which all happens because of building relationship, right? That's what the key is. So, and again, being transparent.
Absolutely. And we talked about the giving season. You'll be hearing those bells ringing and giving to the Salvation Army. Was this last year?
Yes, that was no a couple of years back, and
Uh-huh.
this for Saturday we are going to do that. So all your guests should be welcome there and to
Absolutely.
support us.
Fantastic. Well, and one of our dear sponsors, and we always want to thank our current sponsors, but one of our dear sponsors from the past was that wonderful gentleman. We love Brooke Dubman. He is, of course, with Carroll House Furniture, which all of our furniture on set is from. What a wonderful human being.
He's very friendly, humble, and you're right.
Very
So
good.
as I said, this Saturday I'm going to multitask, juggle between Christkindl and bell ringing and etc. etc. So I need all the support and prayers for the weather. So
Yes. Well, it looks like it's going to be good for right now. We all say this, we can't do what we do without the support, whether you're talking about the support of the incredible community or the support of your family. You want to talk about your wonderful wife?
yes, we are married 8 years now. It's She's been a huge part of me even running for mayor and putting up with all that comes with mayorship. It sounds like as if a mayor's job is part time, but it's not. Uh, it's a constant, not just meetings. It's a lot of work, brainstorming, and follow up. And as I said, building relationship is also a key. Uh, being a wife and to support is not a easy task. And again, she is part of the Christkindl too, along with Jason. Uh, so she keeps herself busy in that sense, and
Yeah.
she also takes care of a lot of things in the church, our parish, St. Joseph's Parish, by the way, which is the biggest in Missouri, I believe, the largest.
Yes. I love that parish. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, so what was the mindset about finally bringing this? Since this is the first ever, Jason, was it from the community saying, "Hey, let's do this," or businesses, or what made this all come about this weekend?
Yeah, so as Stephen mentioned, Christina, his wife, actually kind of brought the idea of wanting to bring a Christkindl Market. The German type of goods and things of that sort. Really bringing the small chalets and things like that. So there's definitely an idea of how we can grow this and what direction we would want to take it. So we're wanting to put that together. But in this first year, really wanting to just drive a community event. So trying to pull together, like I said before, myself with the Christmas Bazaar, last year we raised, people donate Friday night, they drop off old Christmas decor. And then they Saturday we open up the bazaar as a market. All those used Christmas items, people then come in and just donate, for what they pick out, and we raise over 16,500 for St. Vincent de Paul, which goes goes right back into our community with helping with roofs, helping with people pay rent, helping this cold weather, helping pay heating bills and things of that sort. So it goes right back into the same community that it came from, which is fantastic. So it really just kind of came as the committee came together. As bringing an event to Cottleville, bringing the businesses together, and doing something that's it's free for the community, right? So we have vendors, and they're hopefully going to the weather's going to be good, and they'll do well, and bring something of value to the community, bring the businesses together, and really try to draw on the spirit of the holiday season to make something different, bring something different.
Absolutely. And I just showed the Grinch, by the way. So will we see Grinches around this weekend?
I know that Grinch personally, so it's I actually surprised my nieces and nephews at our Christmas family Christmas dinner. So that's actually me several years back. So it's my sister-in-law's house. But yeah, it may make an appearance. We'll see. Yeah, absolutely. Still have.
Exactly. So again, if you're just tuning in, Stephanie just said, "I love the small town living." How many people live in Cottleville, Mayor? That's Stephanie's question.
It's less than 7,000 right now, and
Right now.
and it's growing. See, once it crosses 10,000, we are going to lose our privilege support from the county. That's one more thing we are trying to plan ahead. There's lots of like Dardin Perry just now lost their privilege.
Yes.
It includes even to uh, cleaning up the snow, for example, right?
Right.
They don't get support, and we get for time being. So
Yep.
that's a constant data we keep track of. So yeah, that's a good question. And by the
Absolutely.
way, talking about value, I forgot to mention Menino's Market. That's one
Oh,
place.
yes.
Uh, uh, I mean, that one put us on the map long time back. So
Yeah. How long have they been around? Do you know?
they've been there for 20 plus years now.
Yeah, incredible. Again, like I said, there's something for everybody. So if you want to go to a market, when the weather cooperates, you're just walking around. It's beautiful. Now you have a place to stay, wonderful breakfast spots. We mention again, and we'll mention it here at the end of the show, about our 750th celebration. I mean, I literally could be there every single day for the rest of the year, showcasing just so much charm. The oldest town in St. Charles County, is it not?
It is actually, there's a fun fact, right? It's the Cottleville was established even before Missouri State was established.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so though it is 225-year old, but it was established even before Missouri State was established. So it's really old.
It's really old. It's got that old town charm. Let me give you some things that maybe you don't know about the mayor. He is a multi-published author. How many books now?
Three, fourth one is going on.
Oh, fourth one's going on. Okay, and so what was the first?
First one was Land of Opportunity Forever, which whatever we are talking today, I wrote like way back when, 20 years, 15 years back. It's all about China, how petrocurrency is getting changed.
Yeah.
We got to be careful
Yes.
uh, because once petrol currency changes to a different currency, our dollar values not going to stay as what we think right now is. So that was a book about being proactive and what to do to counter China. Uh, so that was the first one. It's a different perspective from outside in. Those were the days I moved from Singapore to the United States. So my
How long,
perspective,
how long have you been in the U.S.?
20 plus years now,
20 years.
or even more. Yeah, it is. So that was outside in perspective. That was my first book. Second book was about island, which is one of the world's biggest military base for United States, uh, Diego Garcia. It's been leased from British, and I was talking about the people who were living there before it became a military base. That's my second book. Uh, the third book was about the St. Louis Bread Company, Panera, about
Oh,
their customer service. Uh, and right now, we are trying to, me and my partner, we are trying to write about Missouri River.
this is the fourth one?
Yeah, the fourth one, yes. The river, the length of the river, which goes from end to end, and there's lots of towns in between. It's mostly a picture book, like a coffee table book.
Oh, perfect. We can have it over at Upshot. When is that one expected to come out?
It depends on my mayor's job. I mean,
You're busy.
this is getting way too busy than I expected. So everything is in a back burner right now, but
It is not a part-time job.
it is not. I got lots of passion, so I will balance.
You have worked globally in, you mentioned Singapore, India, Saudi Arabia, the Netherlands. You are also fluent in multiple languages. How many?
Six at least.
Holy cow. Which one was the hardest?
French, French for me.
That's the one I
I,
want to learn.
no, but usually when I learned many other language outside my mother tongue, Tamil, English, Hindi, Malayalam. The rest I learned by working there, right, in a country where you have to, like I was in Saudi, so I was able to pick up even Arabic, for example. In Malaysia, again, there's two dialects of Chinese. I was able to kind of pick up those too. So it's all, it comes naturally when you live in a place. So
I,
at least
I was just going to say that I hear a lot of crossover. People will say, "Oh, if you know this, it's easy to learn this." Jason, how many languages do you know?
I know English and a
English.
little bit of Spanish. That's
Oh,
about
yeah. I thought you were going to say like me. I know English and yeah, English.
Yeah, I
I
had to
know
do.
a little bit of Spanish. We go to Cabo San Lucas every other year, and my husband and I always say, "Look, if we're going to travel this often to Mexico, we need to learn the language." So I always tell, and the girl who does my hair is Latin, and I said, "When I get in your chair, don't talk to me in my language. Talk to me in your language, so I learn more." Right? We just need to be around it.
Yep. I had to work. I did some work down with Emerson Motors and things like that, in down in Mexico. So learned some Spanish.
Again, it's we should. It just takes us out of our comfort zone. We learn so much more about different cultures. It's an important thing. Once again, folks, if you've been tuned in today, or if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the city of Cottleville. Why? Because first of all, I love it, and I told you I would tell you this story on air, Mayor. We have talked about wanting to live. In fact, I showed the drawings earlier when Cottleville Trails was first coming out, and people were like, Monica, you're going to love this area. They know I love water. So all these areas, that little lakes, and then the walking trail, and just the quaintness of the town. And we literally drove over right by Frankie Martin's. They had the barrier up because it was just getting ready to be built. And my husband and I were in his police car. And I said, I just want to see that, but we can't. And he's like, oh, come on, let's go. So we went around. We drove. I took pictures and sent them back to my family of the lot that I wanted. I mean, it was my brain was there. I was all in. Mayor Thompson, of course, said, "So why didn't you do it?" It's because of where my husband works right now. That would have been a good hour plus drive, and I was like, "All right, let's wait." So we're gonna wait. He's gonna retire in about a year. So I would be shocked if I didn't come to your town, and we end up living there.
I agree. It's like Florida inside Cottleville Trails. Totally. It's
It's
like
amazing.
Florida living.
It is, and you mentioned earlier we're hoping to eventually do one of our mobile Monicas from Cottle Village, which I was driving from my friend's own, which was Stone Soup Cottage, now Le Champ de Fleur. So Nancy McConnell, I was leaving her property, and then we were coming back up, going towards Highway K, and I turned my head and I'm like, what is this? This huge Cottle Village, which is incredible. It really is. Every time I turn around, just something amazing. So let me ask you this in our wrap up. What do you hope if you looked 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now? What do you hope for your city, Mayor?
Uh, it's simple to keep it the same charm what we have today. In fact, make it better. That's exactly we have a comprehensive plan coming, and balance, balance, balance. That's my mantra right now. Not to get too carried away with that bird development, right? So keep
Right.
it, focus on our residents first, the quality of life. So.
Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we're just showing you glimpses of it. You got to get in there, and there's no better time than Friday and Saturday. Friday, our big show coming up for you, our celebration show as we get ready for the holidays. 750 shows later, which is just amazing. My team, I can't thank you enough. I saw Zach Kimball was watching earlier. Zach put all these pictures together so you could see the charm of it all. But we want you to come on Friday. You going to come over and see us, Mayor?
Hey, I'm going to be there, and thank you for doing that.
Of course, Jason, do I get a chance to meet you in person?
I'll have to take a chance. I've taken a day off to prepare for this weekend. So yeah, I'll be off on Friday. I'll come by and
Please
visit.
do so. So, for those of you that don't know, Upshot Coffees will we're start. We will not be doing a 7 o'clock show that morning. Instead, we're going to sleep in a little bit, and then we're going to be at Upshot at 9 a.m. We're going to do about 45 minutes with them. We'll go right behind them to Blooming Daisy and 45 minutes with them. And then we'll head down and do some shopping with Amy and Maddie at Oh My Posh Boutique. Definitely looking forward to it. And then they're all gearing up for the next day, which will be a big one. You mentioned earlier, Jason, free, but again, there'll be vendors and opportunities to support them. You all had snow while I was in Alabama. And Jason, you said you were in Georgia?
Yep.
So we missed on Saturday, but how much did that impact small businesses, Mayor? Was it down this year?
Yeah, of course it was. It was a letdown. I was personally disappointed because we had lots of excitement around that day, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's what it is, right? And we are catching up.
Absolutely. Well, this no better time than to support, come over on Friday and start to do some shopping if you're behind like I am. And then Christkindl or Christkindl, however you want to say it, it's the old time Christmas bazaar and an all day opportunity for you to experience this community, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., vendors, shops, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., but so much planned. And then the glow itself, the golf cart glow, is that starting at 5?
Yeah, the cruise will start at 5 to assemble, 5:15, and then we'll head to City Hall at 5:30. We'll have the tree lighting ceremony, which all new tree. It should be something I think bringing a new holiday tradition to Cottleville, where all season long families can partake in it. So it'll not just be for one day; it'll be for the entire season, which will be
I
great.
love this. I can't wait. Again, somehow I'm just going to stay in the area because I don't want to miss this. Well, gentlemen, I so appreciate you being a part of the show today, and I'm super excited to meet you in person. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. I'm so glad that the snow is out of here and that we get to enjoy a beautiful weekend together.
Looking forward to
And
it.
not to forget, this evening we have a tree lighting ceremony as well. That's the old tradition.
What time
Salvation
is that?
Army. It's 6. It starts at 6. So
Oh, perfect. You want me to come
Salvation
in for
Army,
that
they do
too?
that. So, yep. Thank you.
No, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you. And I'm so excited for the growth of your town. Again, never wanting to lose that small town heart, but with a big city attitude, right?
Yep, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Jason, I look forward to meeting you on Friday.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Everybody, we'll be right back to wrap up the show. And Crunch Fitness, by the way, one of our many sponsors and growing. If you know someone that would like to be a part of the show, they want to be a sponsor. I had so many meetings, and it was great, by the way. My friends have always said the job that Jim needs to have when he retires is just driving you around because you'll get so much more done. I agree with that. An 8-hour drive to Alabama on Wednesday and a return 8-hour drive on Monday. I got so much work done, so many calls, and so many people that have been wanting to have calls with us saying that they wanted to be a part of the show in some way, whether it is being with us every single month, a new segment that maybe they want to sponsor. Is there a segment that you would like for us to bring about in 2026? I'm asking all of you. Let me know. We have had Medical Monday, Wellness or Workout Wednesday, a Fitness Friday, Friendship Friday, Foodie Friday, all of these things, Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, all came about by vision, right? Great minds coming together thinking, hey, let's do this. If you want to be a part of that list right there, we're always thanking our sponsors and just gushing over them. We will be back with Jenny Gabriel with JG Optimal Wellness next Monday. She joined us a few months ago. Spas and more, which we absolutely love. Angie Hess joins us on Wellness Wednesdays, talking about her own incredible journey and then telling us about, my whole aspect is people think about hot tubs and, in the past it might have been the idea of, oh, it is a luxury, right? No, it really is. And it's become a part. Like I pulled my back out. I don't know how, but somehow I pulled my back out this weekend. It feels so much better today, but I immediately said, if only, Jim, I had a hot tub to come home to, wouldn't it be nice? I'd be able to heal this back much quicker than, having to deal with it for days on end. So Spas and More, STL. We love them. They are located in the Sunset Hills area, and they've got Master Spas, which is the world's largest hot tub and swim spa manufacturer. We'll be meeting with Angie again coming up next week, checking in on a Wellness Wednesday. So yes, thank you to each and every one of the sponsors. And that's just a couple of them. And we could go on and on. Again, GradeWorks LLC, Mike Vernacci. I was talking with him last night, and with this crazy snow that we had, it's dangerous for him to have his equipment obviously out on the hillside. So he'll be right back at it as it dries up. Crunch Fitness, you just heard about. Would you like to win a 1-year membership? If you would, just shoot me an email or drop a comment in and say, I want all in. I'm all in, right? A month before the New Year's resolutions, I want to get in there and I want to work out. So we have 2 more giveaways before the end of the year, and we'll be wrapping up our wonderful partnership with Crunch Fitness. So if you'd like to win a 1-year membership, I've got a running list for those of you that have already said you want it in. If you haven't, just drop in a comment and let me know that. Slyman Brothers Appliances, where we do our Whipping It Up Wednesday and Foodie Fridays, as well as Defiance Ridge Vineyards. I'll be with Chuck Gillentine tomorrow for our Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. And we'll be with Dot Fleshman on Thursday. So it'll be Dot Day one day early because of our big show. She'll be joining us on Thursday. So yeah, a lot to come. Excited for that. Tomorrow, it's been a long time since I've done a motivational moments with Monica, which is what I did during my NBC days. Well, we're going to bring back the old school workouts. So I'm going to do that with you tomorrow. We'll also talk about some wellness. All right. As we get into the holidays, I want you to remember something. It's the rushing around, right? But let's still pull the kindness into it every day, asking for more and more kindness. That's the important side of life. But it's also to understand that people think about it's not always happy, even though we always want to believe it's the happiest time of year. You think about someone who just lost someone, or the precious moments every single day of understanding that at any given point, our loved ones or ourselves could be taken away. It's the importance of living for every second of life. Don't forget that. So if someone's lost someone, this could be a really difficult time. Maybe this is the first holiday, this first Christmas, first Thanksgiving that they just had without a loved one. So be sure to get out of our own way and think about that. The thoughtfulness, the extra level of thinking of, oh, wow, this is a first time for this person. Let's check in on them, right? Let's actually call them instead of the texting. Let's have a meet and greet, right? Let's have a face-to-face with them. Go to lunch, ask them out for coffee, go dancing. I just saw something the other day. Dancing is one of the best things you can do for the mind. So if you have someone that's slipping in dementia or Alzheimer's, they talked about dancing better than walking on a treadmill, better than lifting weights, because that becomes just monotonous. And when it comes to dancing, it's all about balance. It's about the extra thought process, the next move. So dance. If you forgot about the importance of laughing, and laugh at yourself. No one's judging you on the dance floor, by the way. Just have fun with it. Pete said, going out on a limb here, how about the following segments? AI, yes, we've done that. We need to do a little bit more about that. Cybersecurity, security for the common person. I love it, Pete. Let's have somebody on to discuss all that. I think that's a great idea. Stephanie, happy holidays to you as well. Let me see. Linda says, Christy, you speak my language. My husband would agree with the French language. He says it's very hard. I know English, Southern, and sarcasm, Christy said. Lots of good history. Maystown, Illinois is our oldest town. Oh, maybe we need to do a mobile Monica there. Christy, I know English, and I know the South as well. And sarcasm. It looks like we speak the same languages. How many of you, by the way, are going to be able to come out and join us on Friday or the following Friday at Christopher's? I hope to meet all of you. Okay, I haven't had a chance to do this with you in a while, so let's do a devotional together. And I haven't read from this one either. Oh, I just talked about dancing, and look what's in there. Have you all seen this? Google Google Monica Adams Dancing with the St. Louis Stars, and you'll see this wonderful human being. I love my dance instructor back then, Steve Brockman. Incredible, from Just Dance. Yep, that happened to be in here because it makes me happy. Surround yourself with happiness. I need to get back to dance, by the way. Okay, December 2nd. Happy December, by the way. Yes, it is Giving Tuesday. Don't forget that. Let's see. Let me get you up to date on a couple of other things also. So let's do the devotional. December 2nd, Jesus Listens is the one I am reading from. So this is another Sarah Young, who is the author of Jesus Calling. Vigilant Savior, I'm trying desperately to keep my eyes on you. Waves of adversity are washing over me, and I feel tempted to give up. As my circumstances consume more and more of my attention, I'm afraid I will lose sight of you. But your word assures me that you are continually with me, holding me by my right hand. Moreover, I know that you're fully aware of my situation, and you will never let me be tempted beyond what I can bear. You've been showing me that worrying about tomorrow not only displeases you, but it drains my energy. I admit that I've been trying to carry tomorrow's burdens today, and I'm staggering under that heavy load. I realize that if I keep it up, I'll eventually fall flat on my face. So I'm grateful that you are God, my Savior, who daily bears my burdens. Give it to him, by the way, right? Let go and let God. Help me live within the boundaries of today, keeping my focus on your presence in the present. Please keep reminding me that the present is where I can walk close to you, leaning on you for strength and guidance. If you want more, go to Psalm 73, verse 23, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13, Psalm 68, verse 19, or Hebrews 3, verse 13. In your strong guiding name, Jesus, amen to that. I love it. And I've missed doing the devotionals, by the way. Christy said, I will be there. Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting you. It should be exciting. So Tomorrow, a little workout, a little wellness talk. Thursday, a day early, Dot Fleshman with our friendship talk and our real estate, checking in on a wrap up of 2025 and what to expect in the housing market in 2026. And then once again, the big show. You see the smile on my face? I'm really excited. We've made so many plans for this, and we are thrilled finally, after getting a chance to feature the stories behind these incredible businesses, that we now get to go to Cottleville and relax with all of you and have fun and have some great food and drinks and then go shopping. I'm going to have some hot cocoa and some chai tea. I don't know if I'm going to have the breakfast burrito or the avocado toast, but I'm excited to have breakfast with all of you. Friday, December 5th, 9 a.m. to about noon. It's the 750th show celebration. And again, Upshot Coffee, thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you to Blooming Daisy Marketplace, and thank you to Oh My Posh Boutique. We are super excited for all of this. And then again, if you want to stay in Cottleville, just go to their big Christkindl Market coming up on Saturday. All right, everybody. Love you so much. Thank you for being a part of the show. And on this day, besides us telling you that it is Giving Tuesday, so remember, whatever the wonderful charities are that you've given to in the past, today is a National Day of Giving. Also, it's World Trick Shot Day, National Fritters Day, National Mutt Day. And I cannot wait. You obviously have noticed that there's been no barking in the background. I can't wait to see our babies. Because of the weather, they stayed at their Aunt Laura's house for one extra day. So mine are all mutt. Well, actually, I take that back. Opus is a purebred. So my other two are mutts, and they're all a bunch of goofballs. And it is also National Special Education Day. So that is your day of calendar. And we didn't get a chance to say this. I wanted to forget it. The Blues lost to the Anaheim Ducks. The final was 4-1. It's the Blues and the Bruins on Thursday in Boston, by the way, 6 o'clock face-off, and they stay on the road in Ottawa. They'll be playing on Saturday, the Blues and the Senators at 6 p.m. I hope you all have a beautiful day. So you got all caught up. Again, the biggest thing was just be kind as you get out there. Be kind to yourself and don't get too frustrated. I'm hoping maybe give it a little time. Work from home if you can, or give it a little time like we are. I'm not going to get out on those roads for the next couple of hours. And then I'm going to be going into Cottleville, just be doing some last minute wrap up before we meet all of you on Friday. Love you all so much. Remember, the greatest thing you can be in life is kind. God bless you. I see you tomorrow.